Beneath the silence of the night, there are secrets left untold, stories long buried in the earth, hidden by the fear of men. But no matter how you try to avoid them, sometimes mystery and the supernatural knock on the door of your life. And when you answer, there is no turning back. Not every shadow comes from you. In the stillness of the night, something else is breathing. One more step, and you can never return. From the darkness, someone whispered your name. Sometimes, mystery is far more terrifying than the truth.
(1974), Bellingen, New South Wales, Australia. Just 30 minutes from Dorrigo, in the quiet riverside town of Bellingen, strange occurrences began after a summer storm in February 1974. The Kalang River had overflowed, submerging parts of the forest and revealing something buried beneath. A stone well sealed with a rusted iron lid deep in the woods behind an abandoned farmhouse. Locals always said that property was cursed. No one had lived there since 1949, when the Doyle family vanished without a trace. James Doyle, his wife Margaret, and their 2 young children were last seen attending a church service. That night, neighbors heard screams echoing from their land. By morning, the house was empty, dinner left half-eaten on the table, livestock dead in the field. Police searched for weeks. Nothing. No bodies, no sign of struggle. The only thing found was a single muddy child's shoe near the edge of the forest. After the 1974 flood, hikers started reporting a low moaning sound near the site of the well. One man claimed he heard children's laughter, but when he approached, the air grew ice cold and his flashlight went dead. When the well was finally unsealed by curious teenagers weeks later, they found it dry, but scratched all along the inside walls were frantic handprints. Soon after, Bellingen residents began seeing a barefoot boy on foggy mornings, walking alone along North Bank Road. He never spoke. Witnesses say his face was pale, eyes wide with fear, and his hands were soaked as if he just climbed out of the river. When approached, he'd vanish. One woman, a nurse named Beth Collins, swore she followed him into the forest. She returned hours later, shaking, barefoot, and unable to speak for 2 days. She later described seeing an empty house that shouldn't exist, and hearing whispers calling her by name. A decade later, a research team from the University of Sydney investigated the site. Their lead archaeologist, Dr. Harlan, uncovered children's bones hidden beneath the floorboards of a nearby collapsed shed. Radiocarbon dating confirmed the remains were from the late 1940s. But here's the twist. Dental records revealed the children weren't from the Doyle family. They were never identified. So who were they? And where did the Doyles go? The farmhouse burned down mysteriously weeks after the discovery. No storm, no lightning, no trespassers. Since then, the forest is known for disorienting hikers, malfunctioning equipment, and voices heard just beyond the trees. Some say the land remembers what happened. Others believe the well wasn't just a hiding place. It was a trap, and whatever was sealed there in 1949 never left.